are an aspiring content creator, whether it's YouTube or you're a television host or reporter, keep on watching because this video is for you. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back again. I just realized that a lot of these like sit down videos are gonna be in the same area. I wanted to put on like more, wait, what the heck? I wanted to put on a more jazzier outfit for this one because I wanted to talk to you guys about your reel. Now I know a lot of you ladies who work in entertainment, a lot of my dreamer gang who follow me on YouTube and Instagram, you are aspiring to be reporters, hosts, journalists, actresses. Visuals really matter for what it is that you do. So in this video, I won't actually be like breaking down a resume and like breaking down my reel. I will be inserting clips to my reel though in here. I want to do a whole separate video on resumes where I can like to actually show you guys the resume and stuff like that. So the first thing that you want to remember when you are working on a reel is that the first like minute of the reel is really all that you have. Sometimes when you're submitting yourself to like these big casting directors and agents and all that stuff, a lot of times they're looking at a lot of other people. Unless they've specifically come and found you, they're probably reviewing like literally hundreds, and if it's nationwide, sometimes thousands of other candidates for the same role that you are trying to get, like you're trying to get casted for. So you got to remember that it's really important that like you grab their attention from the beginning. And I say this to you guys, and I'm still honestly learning like the best opener for a reel. It's kind of hard because you as the person, you feel like everything is just so good and oh my god, I gotta get this in there. But one thing that I'm learning is to really be concise. No longer than 3 minutes long. 3 minutes is max. And I guarantee you most big networks and most big casting directors probably won't even watch the full 3 minutes unless they're really interested in you, your reel is really interesting, or they just have the time. Like make sure the first minute just grabs people, like sucks them on up, like sis brings them in so much that they're like, I need her, like I need her. It's really hard because like I said, we think everything that we do is great. Don't focus so much on like the celebrity, even though you want to include all the big stuff, like you want to go with your big stuff. You want to really grab clips that show your personality and your versatility and your skill set on camera. The way you speak, how you articulate questions in a concise way, your personality, like are you bubbly, are you funny, are you goofy, are you dry comedy, are you a comedic relief type of person, like whatever it is that your niche is within hosting and on camera, you want to make sure that your reel grabs that, and the first minute of it is like showcases the strongest point of that. Now for me, I battle between two different openings. I battle between this one. You guys are only on camera together in the movie like maybe twice, but you do such a good job of being like the female offset of him. How do you do that when you aren't with him on camera, being able to kind of play off of him?
It makes it easy because it's like an iconic person.
And the perfect song for me to meet her on is Hello. And they were like,
that's the song that you sing when she's on the phone and she's like, I need to hear
that
it.
was his idea.
It's such a contrast to, that's our song.
How is he so popular?
He's changing the culture.
Yeah, but what's the culture that he's changing?
It's just like I don't know, how do you explain the culture to Harvey?
If you can't explain it, you're not going to get me out in the street. What is the message?
His message is, despite whatever, you can do whatever you want in the world.
That message has been propagated for hundreds of years. Martin Luther King said it.
He didn't have Snapchat. He didn't have Snapchat.
And then I battled between this one.
It's crazy.
How is he so popular?
He's changing the culture.
Yeah, but what's the culture that he's changing?
It's just like I don't know, how do you explain the culture to Harvey?
If you can't explain it, you're not going to get me out in the street. What is the message?
His message is, despite whatever, you can do whatever you want in the world.
That message has been propagated for hundreds of years. Martin Luther King said it.
He didn't have Snapchat.
He didn't have Snapchat. Are people terrible on airplanes?
They know they can demand certain stuff. You can want peanuts, but don't come on the plane asking for iced coffee. This isn't Starbucks.
Hey guys, Loren here. We've partnered with Metro PCS, and because they cover 99% of people in the US, we're giving you full coverage of what really went down when I caught up with OG diva Mariah Carey.
This was Loren. Was it Loren? Yeah. Okay. And boy, did she do she did a great job. Loren was awesome. Look at the information we got.
Now, the reason why I battled between them, because one of them shows me as a really good comedy relief, like in the room. It doesn't necessarily show my reporting and interviewing skills as hard, but it just shows that I'm likable and I'm lovable on camera, and I can get the room warm and going, everybody laughing, and like people will attach to that. The other one, I feel like it shows my personality. It shows how calm, cool, and collective I am on camera, and how I can have fun with things and smile and just, you know, like I'm exude the confidence that, you know, they want you to have as an on-camera personality. But it doesn't really like burst comedy. So what I did was I kept both of those rules, and depending on the product or the project or the network. So like if I'm submitting to like NBC, I'm probably going to lead with the one that opens with me doing a very fun but newsworthy interview, or like an E-News or something like that. But if I'm submitting to like an MTV or like a BET for like a Blue It Bag series like I just did or something like that, I'm going to go with the other one because it shows that I'm hosting and I'm holding my own on national TV. They both do. But this shows me more in the funny, almost like sketchy type of way. Like, I don't know, but you guys can see the difference between the two. So I felt like the difference between the two was so important that I kept both of them. And like I said, it's evolving. Like, just me sitting here talking to you guys, I'm sitting here thinking like, dang, maybe I could tighten up this and this on my reel. It's going to always change because you're going to learn every single day in this industry. Every audition you go on is going to teach you something different about what you don't want to submit, what you do want to submit, the quality of it, like all that good stuff. It's all a learning process. You want to use the best clips when it comes to quality. Now, I know a lot of us are just starting, so you may not have like super HD high quality clips that make it on TV every day or something like that, but you definitely want to grab the best of the best. If something is like, if the audio is bad, like you can Google that. 9 times out of 10, if someone's watching a video and the audio is bad and it's not visually appealing, you lost them, especially if the audio is bad. So you want to make sure the audio is good and people can hear you and you're not being drowned out by like people around you. You want to make sure that like people can actually see you, like the lighting is good. You know, maybe your makeup is done really well in that video and it's not too much. It's very soft, it's very commercial, very friendly. Like, you just want to make sure you look good, and you want to make sure you grab the videos that showcase you looking good. It's just like on Instagram. If you upload a picture on Instagram, you want the best picture. You want your angles to be right, you want your hair to be on fleek, makeup down to a T. Guys, you want to make sure that outfit is dripping. Like, you just want to make sure you upload the best. When it comes to your reel, it's like the same thing. Like, you just want to make sure you give them the best. So you got to make sure, you know, you choose videos where the quality is so great that it showcases you in the best way when it comes to audio and when it comes to video. Now, another thing that you definitely don't want to do, and I kind of talked about this a little bit in the beginning, is you don't want the celebrity and like their response and how they come across on camera to drown you out. The reel is about you. You're presenting you. When someone watches your reel, they're trying to learn and get a feel and a sense of you. You gotta really go through and not only pick the big name celebrities, but you gotta pick what showcases you the best. The better questions, the better conversation, the better interaction. Interaction, personality, your physical look. Though that seems very shallow, it's the truth. Your physical look, your personality, your interaction, your ability to speak and articulate and grab people by what you're talking about and articulating, that is your reel. Like, oh my God, I can't build a reel because I'm not on TV every day, or I don't work for a platform, or I don't have any way to get into red carpets. You can still build a reel. Literally, if you're an actress, you can do monologues, literally set up in your living room with a clear background against the wall and some good lighting. If y'all saw my lighting set up right now, I am not a super huge YouTuber. I'm still growing. I got my lamp with no lamp. I got 2 lamps in here with no lampshade just to get my lighting perfect, because I know lighting is important, you know. You can do it. Like, you can still do it. If you are trying to report on something, take a trending topic, get good lighting, do your makeup, get your outfit on point. Whether it's a suit because you're shooting for like an NBC or CNN, or it's a nice little drip too hard outfit because you're shooting for MTV, TRL, BT, whatever, E-News, whatever. You can literally do it from your living room. They just want to see you. They want to see your ability to have personality. You can interview a local celebrity. You can interview local business owners. Like, sometimes it's not about like the names that you can say you've interviewed, but it's about the talent. Like, they're looking at that to see the talent. That will shine. Depending on what the job is will depend on what I will submit or which reel I will submit. That is very important. If you are applying for like a CNN political correspondent position or commentary position, you wouldn't send a TMZ comedic relief reel. Like, you just wouldn't. You want to send a reel with you sitting down speaking and knowing and articulating topics about hard politics. Like, you see what I'm going with this? Like, it just has to make sense. A lot of times when you're submitting these reels, even if you don't get the audition, getting them to look at your reel is something. I had to learn a hard lesson, and just getting in the room is important. Like, I some months ago was going through like a really big audition process, and it was a national audition. No, it was a nationwide casting. So that means that they interview people all over the world. They saw thousands and thousands of girls. I made it down to like the last few girls for LA, and these were the group of girls they were going to take to the producers. When I tell you guys, like, just getting in that room, I didn't understand what that meant. But people were, when I didn't get the audition, when I didn't get the job, I was so like, dang, like, it was about to be good money. Like, you know, things weren't popping off for me yet at TMZ. I hadn't got offered a contract. I didn't know if I was going to. So I was kind of bummed. And then I remember I called the casting director just to follow up because I hadn't heard back yes or no, and I wanted to know what was going on. And he literally remembered me, like, literally out of a nationwide casting. And he was just like, yeah, like, I remember you. It wasn't you. The TV network is just not interested in, you know, your direction right now. I took that kind of hard, I'm not even gonna lie, because for me, when you're a black girl and they say we're not going that direction, I mean, but nonetheless though, I got into the room and he remembered me from a nationwide casting. So to me, that meant a lot. I was just like, wow, getting in that room really does mean a lot, because that company cast for so many other different shows. So I'm always someone that they'll know, or someone that they'll know of. So you want to make sure when you get in that room, you're leaving a mark or a reputation behind, or just leaving a memory behind that makes sense. You don't want to play yourself when you get in that room, because you want to be considered, hopefully, for other stuff down the line. So you want to make sure you put it out there. Like, if you're currently like trying to get a job, you want people to see you, so you gotta put it out there. Like, for me, I used to text it to people whenever I had a new reel. I would text it out, email it out, and be like, hey, let me know what you think. Like, different casting directors that I know, people who work in TV, just so that they knew that I was at the time throwing irons in the fire. Like, just so that they knew. I posted it on like Instagram, and honestly, posting it on Instagram one time got me a meeting with an agent at a very well respected agency. And like, that's another person now that like I can like reach out to and just be like, hey, here's my new reel, want to keep you updated. So yeah, you got to put it out there. If you don't put it out there, people won't see it. It's the age of digital, and people are literally going to digital for everything, to find talent, to create talent, to develop talent. Like, get yourself in the conversation, throw it out there. Don't be afraid. That's the point of you working so hard on it, is because you want people to see it. So that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel via the link in my bio. The birthday countdown is going off, y'all.